cool thing about the second tournament, and we'll get to Kevin Jordan in a second, who's right after Kevin Brooks, but the night before that, I was working, and these fights were, I forget where these fights were, but I was working the night before, and there'd been a fatality accident. And so one fatality, and one guy pinned in the vehicle, and, you know, getting him out, and his wife's like screaming at you to get him out. And I didn't get him out, but it was pretty cool because I was all fired up. I yanked the whole console out, like the middle console of the truck. I just yanked it out. And so by the time me and Rory got to that fight, I just was not like in a place where I wanted to fight people. I just seen a dude die the night before, his, you know, old wife screaming at me. And I'm just like, man, I really don't want to hurt anybody. And then in a warm-up, and you can probably relate to this, one of my worst injuries that I still feel every day is from warming somebody else up. But in this warm-up, my boy Big John's warming me up, and we're just kind of messing around like with some clenched knees. And for whatever reason, he just throws a knee right up the middle, and it's like right in the xiphoid process. And like, you know, I'm like, okay, all right. And I'm like, you know, kind of hunched over the whole time. But yeah, that's that was going into that. And then I don't know, do you have the stats on the second fight? And Sean,
you know what? There is no video on that. I couldn't. But how were you feeling that day?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't really want to fight, you know. Or
I'm talking against Kevin Jordan.
Yeah, no. So right after I fought Kevin Jordan, I fought Sean Jordan. No.
Oh, when you fought Kevin Jordan.
Kevin Brooks.
Yes, Kevin Brooks and then Kevin Jordan. Yeah. So when I fought Kevin Jordan, I went into the fight, my eyes were like, at least one eye was shut. I think one eye was shut. And then, you know, he promptly shut the other one. And he was beating me up. And now I remember, elbows were legal. So I'm trying to throw elbows because it's the first time I've ever like thrown elbows, and we got a Thai coach. So I'm working all these elbows. Turns out that the fist extended is a lot more effective than the elbow if you've only learned how to elbow 2 weeks before, you know. And like it turns out that it's just longer too. Like you just like, I'm trying to elbow the guy, he's just punching me at will. And I don't know what happened. He must have got tired of beating me up because he charged him to take me. He also fought in shirt. he charged him to take me down, even though he was winning. And then I just immediately armbarred him on the ground, like as we fell.
Check out the full interview on iTunes, Spotify, and all major podcast platforms.